So last time we created this file, right? One is the inventory file. This is the IP address. What I can do, this IP I can make this change. It's 221 222
2 and 223.
223. Switch. Right now we are not going to configure the switch. And let me change this one on the device also. So IP interface brief. So let me no interface loopback 100. No interface loopback 0. No interface loopback 13 and no loopback 10. And interface we'll do so IP interface brief. So interface G0 by 0 IP addresses 192.168.29.223.
ज़्यादा दो मतलब 3 मिनट लगे.
No set. And then I just need to do it on the R2. So IP interface brief. So here also the multiple loopback is created now. No interface loopback 0, no interface loopback 12, no interface loopback 100. And do show IP interface brief. So interface G0 by 0, what should be the IP address? 192.168.29.222. No set. Right? And similarly on R3 and R2 is done, R1. So IP interface brief. No interface loopback 0, no interface loopback 10, and no interface loopback 11, no interface loopback. And interface G0 by 0 IP address 192.168.29.22.1.255.255.0. No set, there is no loopback. Right? It's fine now. What I need to do, I just need to terminal. First, you need to try SSH admin@192.168.29.221 Cisco 123. It's working now. Fine. You need to do it for 222. Sorry. Cisco 123. Exit from there now and then 223. Cisco 123. Exit from there. Okay. So now these all the three devices. Last time what we did, we just created the program and there we created one inventory file. This is my inventory. This is the IP address, right? And there is the credential, which one we created. This is the for Cisco IOS we are going to do Ansible user admin and Ansible password, that is Cisco 123. And where is my actual code? So this is my actual code. What I'm going to do now? I'm just going to configure a loopback. Task is given there now. What is the task? Task we are configuring the loopback. Loopback number, that is the variable. Loopback IP, that is variable. Net internet subnet mask, that is also a variable, right? Hello. And description is also variable. Where
Yes,
this
sir.
variable is defined, in which file it is defined, Kranti? Last time we discussed this thing.
R1, R2, R3.
In
Where
variables file, sir.
Sorry?
In groups where file, sir.
No. It's a device is declared inside the host var file. R1.yml, if you are going there now, R2.yml, R3.yml, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I'm going to save this one, I'm just going to run this now. CMD, CD desktop. What is the folder name? Folder name is ls. You can just execute. It's a weekend. What is the folder name? It's a weekend ATM. Yeah, it's a weekend ATM. So CD, and then I can just copy and paste. Now you can use the ls. You'll be get there the file. So here Ansible playbook, and what is the file name? My first playbook dot YAML file, and -i inventory. We are going to pass the inventory there now. Inventory dot ini file could not be file. My first playbook. So my T FIR the YAML. So we are configuring the loopback. Okay, so we have done with how many devices? You can see now. This is the loopback on R11. And do show IP interface brief. This is on R3, and this is on R3. So that we discussed in the last class, right? Anyone is there, guys, who has any question till the last session, so that further we are going to discuss today. What we are going to discuss now, we are just going to execute the show command something, right? And that output we need to print. First thing. Second thing, that output how we can store in a variable, that we'll discuss here now. And then after that, how we can run a loop inside the Ansible. That three things we are going to discuss. Before that, anyone is there, guys, who has any question? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do I have any question before that?
No, sir.
Okay. What I want to do now, after making the change, if there I'm going to make the change, if something change is going to happen on the device, what should be happen? The configuration should be auto sync. So to save the configuration, what is the command, guys?
Copy running config to startup config. WR simple.
Okay. So here there is an option. What I will do? Save change. Save when? When we are going to save? When there is a changed. If you are going to make the means check the docs, Ansible, you can just do it. You will be get the what is the option? Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
And where it is declared in which module? This is called collection basically. Kranti, today you are asking
Cisco.ls.
about the collection, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
Cisco.ios. This is my module. Inside this module, this is my
Library.
libraries. So inside the ios config, instead of write memory, what you can do? Save change always का मतलब that means doesn't matter the config is there change or not, right? Neighbor, you don't want to save any configuration. Change means if there is any changes in the config, then only you need to modify. Save only if the running configuration has been modified since the last save. You are getting the point? So we are using the change. If there is something right now, if I'm going to check it on the device, so IP interface brief, you can see now loopback 11 is there in the running config. If you are going to check the show running config, or what you can do, show running config, interface loopback 0, sorry, loopback 11. It is in running config. So startup config if you are going to use. And so interface command is taking no.
Nothing. Nothing is saved.
Section loopback 11. Nothing is there. So startup config, you can see now. If I'm going to check, loopback 11 is there. Is it there, loopback 11 anywhere? Hello?
No.
No.
No, sir.
So let me run this script again now. We have added save changed. So just let me save, and then after that let me execute again.
Save change. You save the file also.
So what it will do, whatever the configuration is there, that configuration should be saved in the startup config. So startup config. So startup config. Loopback. Oh, sorry, man. I should use loopback 11.
Sir, you cannot save the file from the original Ansible file, sir.
Just a minute. Loopback 11 is there now in the startup config also. Earlier it was not there, right? It was into the running config, but it was not into the startup config. You got it? Hello? Just give me one.
Sir,
Yes, guys, tell me. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, audible now, sir.
Yeah, so you can save after Chandan. After save change, the config is saved. So that means if anywhere, if you are going to modify something, so we have to use the save when command and then there is a change. So running startup config, if you are going to see now, can you see? The loopback 10 is still there, loopback 12 is there now, right? We missed to remove there the no interface loopback 10. We missed it. And similarly, if I'm going to check it on R3, do show IP interface brief. So there 13 is there now, and so is startup config. Can you see now? Loopback 13 is also there, right? So if you want to get the show IP interface brief from where? From the Ansible, how I can get it? Or any command you want to execute. So what you can do, you have to define the another task.
Yes, tasks.
Inside
Under
the
the
task, what is the task name we are giving? Let me move down now so that we are
under the task name configuration execute.
which command we are going to execute? Show
Description.
command. This is my task name, and it is also which command I want to execute. So IP interface brief command, that will be also command.
IS
So that
config.
we are iOS config module is there, right?
Yes.
And
Then
inside the iOS not config, we are not going to config, we are going to
show
configure. So that module name will change. That will be iOS command, right? And there is commands.
prints.
What should
With
be the command?
Just
sir,
guy,
not record print.
let the
Just
teacher go and please don't just throw him back. Just be quiet.
iOS
Thank you.
command, and then after that there is a command, which command you want to execute, right? And whatever the output is coming from there now, that we are going to store in a variable. That variable name I'm going to decide here now, register, and variable name is, you can just give any name, it's just a variable. So what will happen, whatever the output will come from this command, that we store inside this variable now. Now what is the time, guys? Need to print the output. So what I will do, another task I'm going to define, printing the output. That is my another task. And then again we have to use debug, and we are just going to print. Debug means basically if on the device debug command, you know, right? So whatever the logs is there, that we show on the screen. So similarly, debug we are using for the printing, and what we are going to debug. So variable name, and what is the variable name? It's a int brief. Now this is my variable name. Let me run this now. Just
Sir, one thing.
give me
Not
1 minute.
require any print
Give
under
me
print.
one- give me one.
Not required.
Hello, sorry. Yeah, Chandan, you are asking something.
My question is not record any print under
No,
tasks.
no. Debug is here now.
Okay.
Debug is just tell me one thing. If you want, if you are going to execute the debug command
Yeah.
on your device, on the
Yeah.
CLI device, what it will do?
Debug means you can capture the any sort of log for
Any
CLI.
log you want to
Yeah.
print on the console,
So
so you
yeah,
can use
CLI.
the
Yeah.
you can use the debug.
Yes.
So here the print, instead of the print we are using the debug. So we are going to print what we are going to print. So we are going to print a variable. What is the variable name?
In brief.
Int brief. So whatever the information inside the int brief, that will be print. You got it?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So let me save it now. And let me run it again. Right now we are configuring the loopback, and then after that you can see how the output is coming now. Executing the show command. This is the second task, right? And then printing the output. This is the R1. So this is your output right now. Can you see now? If you want just std out lines, so what we can do, we can also make the changes in the code. There is a two things. One is the std out, and this is the std out lines. Output, both output are the same, but this is the output is the systematic output, and this is the also the same output, but only it is not in the line by line. You got the point?
Then
Hello?
we ignore the upper output also. It's possible.
Yeah, we can ignore. So what we can do, we can define the stereo out lines.
Yeah, ignore only for
We can define here the dot std
out
out
std
and underscore lines.
std.
Std out, yes.
Okay.
Now let me run again. Now we are getting the only this output.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
one time we have already run the playbook. Second time onwards, can you open that program, sir?
I got your point, but that on that point I'm coming. Your point is second time if I'm going to run this one, so it should not be execute this one.
It should not run.
No,
And
that is not going to happen. The command, whatever the things you have mentioned there now, that will execute. Yeah, there is an option. We can check if the loopback is configured, then it should not be executed. That we have to manipulate. But it's a program. Just think about that. If the automation program you are going to build and you are going to run, so it will start from beginning, right? You are getting the point?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but if suppose I am going to configure a Syslog server on the device, and Syslog server is already configured on the device, so same IP is already configured. So what it should be do? It should not be configured. That we can do, right? So similarly for the loopback also, we have to write the code. If the loopback is already configured, then it should not be reconfigured. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
good. Go ahead. Next question. Okay, then what I want to do, I want to store this output also in somewhere in the file, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I want to store somewhere inside the file. So what I can do, I'm just going to define the another task name. In a file. This is my fourth task. So total, this is my task number 1. You can put task 1, task 2, task 3, and this is my task number 4. So we are going to copy the data from where to where, guys? We are going to copy the data
From
variable
student
to a
outlines.
file. We are going to copy the data from variable to a file, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. STD outlines variable.
STD outlines, that is my variable where we are going to store. So first we need to create a content. What is the content there now? Content iteration is this is my content now. What is the content, guys? Int
Brief.
underscore brief
STD outlines.
and dot std outlines. Where we are going to store? So it should be the destination should be stored inventory inventory underscore hostname and dot ios file. Let me save and let me run this now. Can you see now? One file is created. What is the file name? Hello?
R1, R2, R3.
From where it is picking the name?
From the group variable, sir.
No. Inside the inventory file, we mention there the host name. You can see now. R1. This is my host name, right? R2. This is my host name. R3. This is my host name, right? Hello? So when
Yes,
I
sir.
mention in my code, what I mention inventory underscore hostname, so it will pick up the hostname from where?
From inventory file.
From the inventory file, and it created the r1.ios file. So whatever the output came from the r1, that is going to store there now. You can see now. Similarly, r2, r3, all the files are there.
Sir,
Right?
hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, is this possible to run this specifically to one router or in a specific group of router?
A location.
Yeah, so if you go to inventory.ini, can you kindly go to inventory.ini? Yeah. So say I just want to, okay, you're just running this on the routers only, right?
We have only the routers only. So host name, it is going to pick up from there. Doesn't matter it's a router or switch.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so is it possible to select only single router among all these three?
Yeah, so host name, you can just remove this one. In
No,
the
no.
inventory file is these two, you can just remove or you can just make it comment.
No, what I am asking, like, say I have a requirement only for R1 and R2, and I don't want to push any configuration to R3. So is that
So what you have to do from the inventory, you have to remove this one. Otherwise, whatever the IPs is there in mentioned in the inventory, on those devices it will perform this task. Because
actually
of
in
just try to understand.
yeah?
This is my inventory
Mhm.
file. Inside the inventory file, we mention Cisco. Inside the Cisco variable, this is the variable. Cisco children, we mention router and switches,
Switches,
right?
yeah. Mhm.
So again, this is my router. Inside the router, how many devices we have mentioned?
3.
3. So
Three.
you can see there now in the my first playbook, I calling the routers. Can you see now?
Yes, yes, right.
So inside
Mhm.
the routers, whatever the IP is declared, on those IP it will be push the configuration. You got it?
Okay. Okay, understood. So like in the real scenario, real environment, so there is one file which contains all the database, like what you are providing, that what is the router IP or what are
Yes.
the router loopbacks, username. So this is not that type of file. This is only a variable file, right? This is inventory.ini.
Yeah, this is just an inventory file. So inventory, you have to mention those records. Where you want to push the config, you have to mention the inventory.
Okay.
Okay, there you have to mention the IP address of those.
Yeah, so what I am saying, so these are the loopback IP address, right? Sorry, login IP address, right, for this host.
Yes, yes.
So now, say there is some config which I need to push only in R1, but in the database there should be all the routers available, right? But
No,
now I need to
now
select.
what I have to do in my inventory, if you want to put something only on the R1, so what you have to do now, you have to just make it comment these three.
Okay, okay,
So it will be push only configuration on R1.
okay.
Got
And
it?
sir, another thing in the YAML file R1 YAML. So these are the sync configuration with the actual device, or this is just
No. That is just a variable, whatever the config you want to push, right? So we declared some variable there now. If I'm using the loopback number, so for R1, it is going to use the loopback 11. But if I'm going to use the same variable we are using inside the R2 also, so it is going to take the loopback 12.
okay.
Okay, so if it is going to push some configuration on R2, so it will pick up the value from the variable from the r2.yml file. If it is going to push some configuration on R3, then it will pick up from there now. If it is going to push some configuration on R1, you can see now. I believe this was the discussion in the last session, so that's the reason. Just let me remove this one. No interface. Look back 13. earlier what I did, Arnav, I configure one loopback on all the three devices. The loopback IP number was also same, and even the IP was also same, right? So what they ask, it will never require we are going to configure the same IP address on the multiple devices, right? So what I want to do, I want to configure the different loopback on R1, different loopback on R2, and different loopback on R3. Got it? So how we can keep it different? No, so IP interface brief. Now, Arnav, what will happen once I will execute the code, right?
Yes.
So on the router number 1, which loopback will configured? 11. And what will the IP address? 11.11.11. 255.255.255, and it's going to configure on
R1.
R1, right? Similarly on R2, and similarly on R3. Actually, inventory.hostname, which one it is going to pick up? It is pick up from there now. You are getting the point now. So on all these three code, you can see Arnav. Here we are using the loopback number. Got it?
Okay, okay.
So if it is going to configure the R1, then it will be pick up the loopback number from where? From there now. You got it?
Okay, okay, sir. Got it.
When it is going to configure the R2, so tell me one thing, anywhere we are writing any formal code to log in on the device or to log in the SSH or something like that? No.
No. Yes, sir.
Right? So now what I'm going to do, one thing, the output, which one is coming, it's not coming in the different same output is coming there now, but it is, you can see it's in the single line. So if you want to break this one, so what I can do, I can just remove this R1, R2, and then R3. I just remove it now. And what I have to mention there, lines, and then we have to use the replace. What we are going to do now, double N. Do you know the Python code, right? We have already discussed. We are going to replace by single N, then it will take a next line. Single slash N, it's going to take as a string. Double slash N, it will be take as a next line, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that we can do. And let me save it now. Configuring loopback. Replace spelling is wrong, guys. Hmm. Yes. Could be break, but it's not getting break. Just let me run again. Might be the previous one file was there, so that was the issue. Hmm. Into brief STD outlines, replace single slash n should be replaced by double slash n. That's fine. Something of taking or replace. It should become the multiple lines, but it is not coming. Place. Okay. Lines is not required. We can use the STD out. Now it should be. I got the issue. What was the issue? Yeah. Can you see now? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got the issue, guys? What was the issue? Why it was not coming for the once the lines was there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Let me remove the lines. I'm just printing the output. This, it was the output earlier. This is the output for the lines. In the there, anywhere slash n is mentioned, guys? Anywhere? Slash n is mentioned anywhere?
No, no.
No. If I'm going to run this now, This is the output for the std out. After each line, you can see there now the /n. Can you see?
Oh, okay.
So what I'm doing, I'm just replacing the single /n by the double /n. So it will be considered as a next line. You got the
Yes.
point? So that I'm doing. I'm just replacing the single /n by the double /n. You got the point? So when I was using the lines, it was, this option was not there. You got the point? That's the reason it was not getting the output. Now up to this part, anyone have any question? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
same playbook. Suppose I want to install one of the service in Linux using Ansible only. So first time whenever I run, I mentioned in the tasks install the Apache. Okay. So first time it will install, and again second time I'm running the playbook. It won't again install. So it will check Apache is there. It already installed and it already restarted. So it will skip that installing this Apache
Yeah,
task.
that Apache is already installed there, so why it will be installed? It will be give you the
Yes, sir. Correct, right?
Yes.
Yeah, as it is a Ansible is a idempotency. So first time if it's already there, it won't run. So it's coming to the same concept while configuring the loopback. Already loopback IP is already there. So again, why again configuring loopback interface is always running, sir?
Kranti, Apache installation, that application installation is the different thing, and you are going to execute something on the device. So it's not going to check the configuration of your device. It's just going to perform the task. You are just going to push the config. Otherwise, you has to be declared the CI/CD pipeline. There you have to define first. You need to check the loopback. If it is there, then you don't need to execute this task. If it is not there, then you need to execute this task. You got the point? Then you have to declare the what you want to do. So you have to declare the CI/CD pipeline. There the sequence you can manage. Auto,
Okay,
how
sir.
it will be deduct this interface is already configured. Anywhere we are writing the code, so it should be deduct that the loopback is already configured there now.
Maybe
We are not writing,
override. Maybe override the configuration.
right? It's just overwriting. But if you want to perform this type of the things, first you need to verify this configuration is there, and if it is there, then it should not be executed. So you have to declare the CI/CD pipeline. There we have to declare the sequence. That for that reason only the CI/CD pipelines is there.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
If you ignore any command, any configuration, that time use another way also. This is the another tool. This is the CCIE pipeline also. This is the better tool from the Ansible. That's sure.
Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to create.
So Postman is possible also that?
Postman is just a tools, right? You can install it. It's a freeware tools.
But
Using the Postman, you can use the REST-conf, and using the REST-conf, you can get config or push config something.
Push config, yeah.
I believe the Postman you guys use on the CCI lab also, right?
Another way also not. The CCI lab is different. Different.
The
tool
CCI
also.
level for you guys, it was not there. It was Postman was means REST-conf was there, but that was the coding part of that. So syslog dot YAML file I'm just going to create. You guys know the syslog server? Hello?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, yes, yes.
What is the use of the syslog server?
It's to quality the event. Whenever we configure, it can generate like when we activate something, we can see the event in command line. It
Yes.
show us.
So running config section syslog, sorry, logging host that is already configured. Let me remove this one. Which one is already configured? That means it's a server where the device will send the logs, right? Just like SNMP server.
A log message from the CLI device to this
From the
particular
CLI device, right?
yeah.
So we are just taking the example for Syslog. You can assume anything that we can achieve. We are moving towards the workflow automation. Okay. So here, I'm just putting there now. Moving towards workflow automation. Workflow automation means what? As Kranti, you told, right? Before going to push the config, it should be checked, right? So
Yes,
workflow
sir.
automation, that means we are going to moving towards the workflow automation. There, we don't need any manual intervention. Somewhere we just need to make some changes, and we are going to track a file. If there is some changes, that code will auto execute, right? So right now, I'm just talking about right now. We are going towards the workflow automation slowly. First, if you want to push the syslog configuration, how I can push that? Abdul is dropped now. He was on the call.
Dropped, sir. He's not on call.
No, he was earlier 5-10 minutes before he was on call.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to perform the task. What is the task name? Task is configure the system servers. Then after that, again, it's a iOS config, and inside the iOS config, there is lines. How many lines you want to execute? So what is the command to execute the logging host? And I'm just going to put 192.168.29.101, another logging host. I'm just going to put 192.168.29.102. So that means logically what I want to do, guys, I just want to configure the 2 syslog server on each 3 devices, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me save this one now and let me run this one. So everything will remain same, only it's a syslog.yml. Okay. So we push the config on R1. Do so running config section logging. It's configure on R1. R2 and R3. We push the config on all 3 devices. But these all the configuration where it is saved, guys? In
Running configuration, sir.
is not in the startup config. If I'm going to use so running config section logging, so I should not get it there. It's also there. Section logging. Or it's not there. I believe from R3. How it is showing on R3? Oh, I use the running config. That's the reason. So if you want to save it permanent, then what you have to do? You have to use that now.
Save change.
Save when.
Sorry,
So when changed.
change.
So if you use this one, then it will be saved now. And then if I'm going to use do so startup config and section log. It's not saved. So startup config section. It's not saved. Save when changed. Let me save again. And then let me run. In running config, it is there. And so startup config. I believe what is the issue?
Sir, this one have been saved in only R1, sir.
Just a minute. Actually, it's already there in the running config, so it's not changing anything. That's the reason it's not saved. We're going to save it. Let me remove from the running and also. So startup config section, login. It's there now. You got the point? What was the issue? Hello? Hello?
Sir, first time configuration, when we run that,
Already.
there
On
is
that
no
time, save when
saved is
was
not there.
not that. Then the config was on already in the place on the running config.
Running config.
Second time we run this code, then after that it didn't notice any changes, right? Earlier, what was the config is there? The same config is still there. So that's the reason it was not saving. You got the point? Either what I can do, I can make it save when always. Doesn't matter there is changes or not. Got it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, if right now this is the IP address that is just a fixed value. If you want to make it variable, what I can do? You can declare the variables.
You can declare the variable R1, R2, R3. Var.
And there we
Route.
can declare the suppose syslog servers. This is my variable name, right? And what is the value inside that one? So this is my first value 29 dot, suppose it's a 131. Second value is 192.168, 29 dot 132, and suppose we have a 3 syslog server, right? 29.133. Then what I will do, here I will just put item, and we are going to run the loop.
Syslog server.
Loops, it will become there now, and we are going to run the loop inside the syslog server.
Yes.
You can see now this line is now not needed.
We'll delete this line. And even
Just give me 1 minute, guys. Someone on door. Hello. So we are just running this one just like a while loop until or unless item is there inside the server, Syslog server. This loop will execute. And how many Syslog server is going to push there now? 3. You can
But
see
one thing, sir, save underscore when change this inside the
inside the loop it will be there. After every
okay, after change the put the configuration, then
it will change. Yes, it will save.
execute this. Okay.
So if I'm going to run this again, can you see now? Hello? On R1 and R2, it's going to push this one. Then again on R1, R2, R3, this is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Now if you are going to see now, so running config section, syslog, sorry, section login. Can you see now? Earlier this 2 was there, these 3 is also on place. If I'm going to run this configuration again, it's showing green. Green means what? This configuration is already on place, right?
Yes, sir.
So we discuss about how we can configure the syslog, how we can create a loop, right? Suppose our requirement is, I just want to configure the 2 syslog server, and what is the syslog server IP address is there? The IP address is 192.168.29. Suppose 170 and 192.168.29.175. So what is my requirement? Before going to push anything on the device, we just need to check this syslog is already configured or not. If it is not there, then it should be configured. Apart from these 2 syslog, if any other syslog is configured on that device, that should be deleted. You are getting to the point? Hello? You guys are
Yes.
getting the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is my new syslog server. These 2 new syslog servers should be configured on the device. First of all, it should be verified this syslog is already there or not. Second, if it is not there, then it should be configured. Apart from these 2, if any other syslog is there, then what should be happen? It should be
Remove
removed from there.
the inside the loop. Sorry, the if condition required inside the.
No, first what I will do, I will just create a list, whatever the
Okay, list. Okay.
whatever the syslog is configured there now. Then after that, I will come check that list is in my list or not. If it is there, then fine. Otherwise, it should be removed. That's it. That's the logic, right? Hello.
But you call the list, the time of list call is required the loopback or if condition.
No, first I'm not going to if condition. Obviously, the if condition will be required.
Okay.
Okay. Up to this part, anyone has any question? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. So you
Yes,
guys,
sir.
what you can do up to this part, you can just do the lab. This one we'll discuss in the next class, and then after that we'll discuss the CI/CD pipeline also in the next class. Okay. What
Okay,
is
sir.
the CI/CD pipelines? Why it is required? So this is just an example I'm showing you guys. You can prepare anything, any config you want to do. You can just I'm just giving you the template basically. Whatever the config you want to do or anything that you can just put in that same template. That's it. Okay. So that we'll discuss in the next class. So tell me guys for tomorrow, what is the update guys? You guys will be there for tomorrow?
The big question, sir.
कल मैच देखेंगे सर.
Tomorrow is World Cup final, right?
Right, sir.
That's the reason I'm asking.
No, sir. Tomorrow you will postpone the class next week.
Hardly for me, it will take 3 more classes. Then I will finish this CI/CD pipeline, Git and GitLab also. Because of we are moving towards the Git GitLab. How we can set up the GitLab on your system. Runner machine basically how we can register on the GitLab.
सर हेलो
Yeah.
सर मैंने एक सिस्टम पहले देखा था ऐसे जो आप विजुअल स्टूडियो से ये मैनेज कर रहे हो ना ये स्क्रिप्ट सर्वर जो भी है जहाँ से पुश पुल हो रहा है ये स्क्रिप्ट सर्वर पे जो भी डिवाइस था वो
हाँ।
डिवाइस का पूरा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन यहाँ पे अपडेट था ठीक है और कोई भी एक जैसे आप R1 R2 R3 अलग अलग फाइल क्रिएट किए हो ना ऐसे फाइल पे सारा कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अपडेट था और वो डिवाइस के साथ सिंक रहता था मतलब आप अगर यहाँ पे कुछ चेंज करते हो वो
हाँ हाँ
ऑटो पुश
मैं
जाता
समझ
था
गया।
डिवाइस पे
तो
ही
वो आपको CI/CD पाइपलाइन में पता लगेगा, गिट लैब में।
हाँ ठीक ठीक है और वही पे चेंज कंट्रोल भी वही पे होता है ना मतलब
हाँ,
गिट से
जैसे
आप अप्रूव
मैंने एक फाइल बना दिया सपोज सिसलॉग का ही, जस्ट माई एग्जांपल। मैं जनरली आपको एक नोटपैड का फाइल दूंगा, आप उस नोटपैड फाइल में चेंज करोगे, ऑटोमेटिक आपकी डिवाइस की कॉन्फ़िग भी चेंज हो जाएगी।
हाँ 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 मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ वो वाला सेटअप में पहले
हाँ,
है
तो
था
वो आपको गिट लैब से होगा, इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ। उसके
और
लिए
गिट
फाइल को ट्रैक करना पड़ेगा। इफ देयर इज एनी चेंजेस इन दैट फाइल शुड बी ट्रैक।
ओके हाँ वही पे चेंज कंट्रोल भी वही पे आता है ना मतलब गिट लैब पे आप अगर अप्रूव करोगे तभी जाके वो चेंज
हाँ,
पुश होगा ऐसा भी ऑप्शन होता है
लेकिन
ना
if the runner machine is already registered and you are performing the task saving this one on the running machine, registered machine, then there is no you will be not get the option for approval. That will be auto push.
ओके ओके
So that things we'll discuss in the next 2 or 3 sessions. That will cover those things.
ओके सर ठीक है
Okay?
Sir,
हाँ जी।
sir, could you please share at least snapshots of the code at least? We'll type reference purpose, sir. Inventory file, host
Kranti,
wars file.
what you can do, you can just stop the video, take the screenshot. You
Okay,
just
sir.
stop the video, take the screenshot. That's it,
Okay, sir.
right?
Okay, sir.
So video is with you, right? So you can just take the screenshot. Okay? Okay, guys.
Okay,
See you on next weekend then.
कल
Okay?
सर क्लास है कि नहीं है सर फिर
क्या नहीं, फिर नेक्स्ट वीकेंड करते हैं, सैटरडे
हाँ
को।
ठीक है सर डन
Done.
Sir, can you please share Ansible collections?
Ansible collection, if you're talking Kranti, so Ansible collection is open. Whatever the files you suppose you want to just iOS config module in Ansible, or the collections are open. That is free docs. Even in the exam also it will be a free. You can just go inside whatever the collection is there, that all the collection you can just do it from the search it from the Google itself. You are getting? I'm also using the collection only.
Okay,
So
sir.
which type of the device you want to configure, for each and every type we have a different type of the collection. Even for OSPF configuration we have a different collection.
Okay,
Right?
sir.
Okay. Okay guys, then see you next week. Thank you.
थैंक यू सर
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू सर
Bye. Okay, good night.
Sir, last week session is missing, sir, recording.
I'm just going to check Kranti. If it is missing, then definitely I will upload it.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.